Today, we're diving into one of Japan's most beautiful spring traditions. It's a festival where families display these absolutely stunningly intricate dolls. But they're not toys. No, they're actually powerful wishes for the future. So, let's get into it and find out what this is all about.
You know, if you happen to be in Japan during early spring, you're probably going to see scenes just like this. Gorgeous plum blossoms just bursting with color, and they're often paired with some really unique, really traditional decorations. It's kind of like a little hint that a very special day is right around the corner.
So what is the story behind these incredibly elaborate displays? What do all these beautiful dolls actually mean? Well, that is exactly what we are going to unpack right now.
Let's start with the most important question, right? What is the real meaning behind this whole festival? Turns out, it's all about a really heartfelt wish for the next generation.
This celebration is called Hinamatsuri, which literally means the doll festival. It happens every single year on March 3rd, and its whole purpose is just so wonderful. It's a day to pray for the health, the growth, and the future happiness of young girls. It's a tradition with really ancient roots, too, coming from old practices where dolls were used almost like talismans to keep evil spirits away.
And you can feel that sentiment in every single decoration you see. Each display is, and I love this quote, filled with wishes, hoping for the happiness of girls. It's really this tangible expression of love and hope passed down from one generation to the next.
Okay, so let's zoom in on the stars of the show, the dolls themselves. Because these aren't just any dolls, they represent a rich, fascinating world, all in miniature. So, the most iconic decoration you'll see is this incredible tiered stand. It's called a hiina-don. And what it's showing is just fascinating. It's a complete recreation of a royal wedding from the Heian period imperial court. We're talking over 1,000 years ago. This was a true golden age for art and culture in Japan, and these displays capture all of that elegance. It's like a history lesson and a work of art all rolled into one.
Now, you're generally going to see two main styles of decorations for Hinamatsuri. First, you've got the formal tiered hiina-don that we just saw, which represents the imperial court. But then you'll also see these, and they're called tsurushi-bina. They are these totally charming, handcrafted ornaments, and each little one is like a tiny good luck charm, all strung together and hung in these beautiful arrangements.
And this just shows you the difference so perfectly. On the left, you've got that formal, stately hiina-don. And on the right, you can see these gorgeous cascades of tsurushi-bina. They create a completely different vibe, but it's equally enchanting. Honestly, both are just spectacular to see in person. So, how in the world do you make sense of that huge tiered display? Well, the hiina-don actually follows a pretty strict hierarchy. Right at the very top, you have the most important people, of course, the emperor and empress. Just below them are their 3 court ladies, and then under them, you have a band of 5 musicians. And then on all the lower tiers, you'll find different ministers and attendants who round out the whole imperial entourage.
Okay, so now that you get the what and the why of it all, let's talk about the where. Because, understanding a tradition is one thing, but getting to experience it, that's way better.
If you really want to see all of this for yourself, one of the absolute best places to go is the historic Kyo Mogusayan Garden. It's already famous for its breathtaking plum festival, and right in the middle of all that, it just becomes this amazing hub for Hinamatsuri. Now, while the doll exhibits are up for a few weeks, the big day, March 3rd, is extra special. The garden just comes alive with all these unique events to really mark the peak of the doll festival.
So here's the crucial part. What's actually happening on the day itself? Well, of course, you can see the amazing hiina-don and tsurushi-bina displays all day long at a building called Shoren-on. But you can also watch, or maybe even join in on, these elegant traditional court games like tosenkyo and kaiawase. They're held at specific times, so you get a chance to really immerse yourself in the culture of that era. How cool is that?
All right, are you feeling inspired to go? I hope so. Perfect. Let's quickly walk through all the practical details you're going to need to plan your visit and really make the most of the day.
Here's the key info. As you can see, the garden's bigger plum festival runs for about a month. But remember, the main Hinamatsuri events are on March 3rd. The garden's open from 9 in the morning till 5 at night. And look at that, admission is super reasonable.
And getting there is pretty straightforward. The garden is just a 10-minute walk from Mogusoen Station, which is on the Kyo train line, so super convenient for anyone traveling from central Tokyo.
Just a couple of really important tips for your journey. If walking isn't really your thing, a quick 10-minute taxi from some nearby major stations is a great option. But, and this is a big one, be prepared. The walk from Mogusayan Station does have a steep hill, so please wear comfortable shoes. And last thing, there's no public parking, so taking the train is definitely your best bet.
So there you have it, a really beautiful festival that blends history, art, and these deeply heartfelt wishes for the future. It's a chance to step into a tiny imperial court, completely surrounded by plum blossoms. The only question left is, are you ready to experience it?